Hey, hello, hello. Hi guys. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you see my screen? Something funny just happened. Uh, something happy just okay, thank you, Orlando. Something funny just happened. So for the software for the live streams, the software for the live streams, uh, it requires two clicks. Like the start streaming and then the go live button. So I forgot to click on the go live button and I was telling a lot of things. So I'm gonna repeat that. So I was actually just saying hi to everyone. Just Luke, Rael, Tocayo, Laura, Dian, Felix, Orlando, Andreas, Sina, Sven. Hello, everyone. I was asking Luke how because he was on a camping this weekend, and I was telling him in my screen muted without going live that I used to be a Boy Scout. I was from 8 to 22, so the 40 years on the Scouts, and I really love camping and outdoors and hiking and animals and all that stuff. So I remember I used to spend every long weekend or every chance that I had for going camping with my friends. Back in my hometown, we have a few waterfalls and some caves, and it was nice. It was nice because it's a really um, we have a lot of mountains and mountain chains. So we have caves, we have rivers, we have waterfalls, we have a lot of things, and also we have deserts. A lot of sand in the north. So it was really nice. It was really nice. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, okay. Yeah, people make fun of me. My friends make fun of me, like, oh, my friend, the Boy Scout, this is a pinky promise and all that stuff. uh, all right. Hey, Chris. All right, guys. So let's get started because today I have a few commitments. First, in 2 hours, no, 3 hours, I have the Traders Lab performance coaching session. So for all of you that are on the just on the Discord on the accelerator, we have the Traders Lab, and one of the weekly sessions of this mentorship coaching program is the performance coaching, and it's really nice. It's really nice. I mean, I see a lot of people, taking advantage of all of the technical advice and the, like the feedback from their trades and everything. But for being honest, I mean, the one thing that I see that traders can take advantage like immediately, like once the lesson is completed on the live stream, um, they can actually start doing things without back testing, without forward testing. I mean, they just learn something and can put it on the play on the game. It's the performance coaching, so that's something that I'm really enjoying. So if you have the chance to join the Traders Lab, it's really a good opportunity because it's also super cheap. I mean, I don't know the dollar amount, but I know it's very affordable, and it's very affordable because it is really affordable because we have a lot of sessions. We have at least 3 or 4 sessions every week. I mean, it's Mondays with the performance coaching, and then every 1 week and every 2 weeks we have the psychology coaching sessions with Jared Tendler, and then every Thursday we have a session with Tony, and Friday with Jack. And one of the sessions that I like a lot it's the Thursday sessions because we have feedback from our own trades with Tony. So it's a seven-figure trader giving you feedback of your own trades with your own entries. And so he goes there and just, like shred all of your moves, and it's really nice. It's really nice. So if you have a chance, that it will be nice that you can join. All right, so let's go to AMD first. Well, first, what happened to SPY and QQQ? They ripped. They were pushing higher with a lot of momentum, and for some reason, not all the names were like following. So I was watching this AMD. I was watching this AMD trade. Uh, for being honest, I had two different levels for AMD. So I was looking for this 159, 158.50 to the upside, and this 157 to the downside. I actually had these yellow arrows because today there were a lot of setups setting up. So I was not being sure that I can, like keep up with everything. So I was just trying to set my alarms and some visual aids. So I was waiting for this. So I was waiting for this break and retest of something around 158.50, 159. So we had this, but it came back to the opening price, retested, and then it reclaimed the pre-market high. So I really like this. I actually took this trade this morning. So we had this break, this placement and retest of the 1 minute opening range and also the pre-market high, but also this 158.65. Let me show you here. 158.65. This has been a key level on the daily chart with multiple touches. So let me take this out. So this 158.65, look at this. It was a kind of a pivot high on the daily chart. So I just had it here, and I really like this break and retest or reclaim of this level here. So I took this level. I took this trade here. I actually unloaded half my position high of the day, and then the rest of my position around here. I mean, once we broke below this 5 minute opening range, I just cut my position because it was losing a lot of momentum here because the indices were pushing higher and higher and higher. So I was not interested on this slow grind to the downside. So this was my first trade here. Anyone took AMD today? You, Chris? This one the same thing. I actually took it like here 1021 because I was waiting for like good confirmation of the move. So I actually took this strong candle here, and I waited for the body to actually be above the previous candles here. So my risk was at the bottom of these candles, and as I said, I was aiming to high of the day. This alone was almost a 1 to 4 reward rate to trade, but I actually got a lot of my position, like something like here. Yeah, like 160. That was a very nice trade. Uh, Remember, guys, Mondays and Fridays I usually trade with the smaller size, but that's a good one because on Mondays sometimes I take several trades. Well, I mean, with several, I mean 2 or 3, but I usually only take one, right? So this was my first trade, and I'm gonna show you some more. Uh, so Chris 1020, Alex 1029, this one here. Yeah, well, that's also a nice entry. Like you were waiting something like this, right? This 1029, it's a yeah. This is the break and retest of this order block, or this let's say this pivot high or local high here. That was a nice entry. That was a nice entry, and I will take that because both indices are pushing higher, right? So this is a nice entry. This is a nice entry, Alex. What you did, aiming 1 to 2 RR. All right, that was good one. Did you not scale at all till the 5 minute opening? Yeah, I waited for the high of the day. I took 50% of my position right here, and then I was writing this move. And again, I think I was out on this one, on this 1046. I wasn't waiting for this, for this to, to this slow grind to the downside. Uh, because here the indices were slowing down, and for being honest, I just didn't like this price action right at the 160. That was my sign. This strong rejection of this 160. So can you see this strong candle to the downside, another strong candle to the downside, nice candle wick right here at the 160 key level. So I didn't like this action here. So once we close below this 5 minute opening range, I just closed my position here. So 50% my position was right here, high of the day, but I already had got 1 to 4 risk reward. So here I was just selling into strength. Every push to the upside I was selling, and then I sold something in this candle here, and close my position right here. Um Hey Don, how are you? All right, all right. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Actually, this was my first trade, but it was so frustrating because all of this consolidation here. So I waited for this break, displacement, and retest of this one candle rule or order block, or how you want to call it. I really like this because this was the 5 minute opening range. This was the pre-market high, and also we had this previous week high. So it all was very close to here, and the market was pushing higher, right? So I took my position right here, 941. And I know this looks like a breakout trade. I know I'm guilty of all charges, but I told you all of the confluences, right? So order block here, pre-market high here, 5 minute opening range high here, previous week high here. So I was looking at all of these confluences here, and I was looking at the indices. SPY about to break the previous day high, and it was also pre-market high, and it was also the previous week high, and the QQQ was very close to previous day high, above pre-market high. So it was super bullish. Everything was super bullish. So I was waiting for this to skyrocket to 230, but look at all these consolidations. So I'm not gonna lie, I went out around here. It was a nice trade because my last contracts, they were like 15% or something, but it was exhausting, mentally exhausting. So I was also taking care of my mental capital here because all this consolidation was awful, 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 awful. These 228 key level. Actually, can you see here? These three lines are 228, 228.50, 229. So look at the reactions on on every 50 cents, right? Look at the reaction on every 50 cents. But it was so exhausting this is how did they say, people, it's like watching paint dry, right? So this was super exhausting, so I just decided to cut my trade here. It was a decent win, and also I was aiming to this, to 1 to 2.5, so it was not a bad trade. I know if I stayed, I will be like double that. But I mean, guys, you need to take care of your mental capital also, right? So it's not everything about the money. Your mind is one of the, it's your best tool, right? You need to be present. You need to be focused. You need to be alert. You need to be in your A game. And this thing was, like struggling with all of that. So I just cut my position right here. Anyone took Amazon? Yeah, Rael. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm telling you. Because also look at this. I mean, after my entry, look at these candle wicks. These candle wicks were like, like 10% down, something like that. So yeah, this was painful. This was painful. Um, yeah, Patrick. Yeah, we are suffering team. Alex, you sold that. Have they? Ah, but the other one, right? Oh, 948 in Amazon. 948. 948 right here. Well, pretty much my entry, right? But you waited for the retest. That was better. And sold same point. Yeah, something around here, 228. Yeah, no. This trade was exhausting, exhausting. But very nice entry. I mean, actually, I got the breakout, but with all the confluence. But I mean, it was a breakout trade. But this is very nice. I mean, because you actually waited for the retest. So probably you got a better entry than me, and probably you made more money. I mean, on the percentage, right? So, or maybe you just made more money than me. um, Dion 948 and 948. That was that this entry is dope. Look at this. I mean, it's a strong reaction to all of the levels that I told you. This order block, this 5 minute opening range high, this pre-market low, this previous day high. I'm sorry, this was not previous day high. This was previous week high. So that's actually a more important level, right? So this entry here was A plus. Congratulations for you guys that took this entry here. And let's see if it was a 1 to 1.8 if you were just aiming to high of the day. But anyway, that was a very good trade. That was a very good trade. Um, Textbook trade. Yeah, I think it was a textbook trade. Look at this, all confluences right here, right? All of the confluences right here, and this is a very nice break. Decent displacement, retest, and continuation. Yeah, congratulations, guys, for all of you that took this trade. Nvidia, I actually didn't see anything good for Nvidia, just because of the range that we created in the 5 minute range. On the first 5 minutes, look at this. This has been awful inside of the 5 minute opening range for the whole day. So nothing too much to talk about this, unless you are, like trying to force things. But I saw that some people was watching for this, like head and shoulders. So they waited for this break, retest, and then continuation. If you are one of these guys, come on, it's Nvidia. I mean, it's Nvidia in all-time highs, with the market ripping like this. I mean, you are a brave guy. You are a brave trader if you were trying something like this. I know. There's like, oh well. I mean, this microchips industry needs to cool off a little bit. Yes, I understand that, but I mean, you should not be shorting Nvidia right now, right? You should not be shorting Nvidia. Let's go to the daily chart on Nvidia. So if you want to short Nvidia, I don't know. I will wait until the break of 169 for the gap fill, and that will be all. That will be my only shorting opportunity for this, because even if you break this 178 171.28. I don't know why I have this alarm here. I'm gonna just delete it. Probably I was looking for this the downside, right? But even if you break this 178.30, something like here, you can just, oh, sorry, this was not what I wanted. You can uh, do something like this. Read. No. Okay. Okay. Something like this. Try something like this and just go up, right? And you may not touch the gap. So I will not short Nvidia, not today, maybe not this week. Unless, I mean, I don't know, even this 170, 171.30, it might look sexy, but I think it's a high risk short. I think it's a high risk short, so I would not recommend shorting Nvidia right now. Hey Don, I'm glad you are enjoying this. Rael, nothing in Nvidia today. Focus on indices. Yeah, yeah. Tina, I was only interested in Nvidia to buy above 173.60. All right. Why? Let me see. Why 173.60? All right. Okay. I got you. Okay. 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 This is actually a nice point here. You're right. You are right. Yeah, I actually like that key level here. Yeah, I will not buy anything until we break, retest 173.60, and then continuation. Or just as I told you a few minutes ago, I will not short Nvidia. Like, I mean, if you are waiting for this 171.50, 171.30, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this because I mean we have strong candles as showing us this area as demand, right? So yeah, I mean, or if you are shorting this thing, it's because you are just, like entering and going out in a minute. All right. Um, Cena lost momentum 932 Central Eastern 932 like this one. Yeah, it was holding nicely this, yeah, it was holding nicely this pre-market low, this pre-market area. It was holding nicely, but yeah, okay, not, I understand what you're saying. So with this candle here, yeah, it lost momentum. I think the same thing. So let me delete all this. All right. So do we agree nothing was worth on Nvidia today? How do you identify reversals? Lena, I I just wait for confirmation. I mean, uh, how do I identify? I mean, if you're saying how do I identify them, it just I'm just waiting for these kind of reversals, right? Like strong momentum, change of character here, higher high, higher lows. That's how I identify the reversal. How I guess for the reversals, I can't guess them. I mean, I try to have my levels, like, like my levels here, so I identify areas of interest for the price. So, you can, I mean, you can identify your demand supply zones, and that's it. I mean, and that's kind of what we do, right? I mean, we try to identify the channel where we are trading, and we like the break of this channel, right? To the upside or to the downside. but we are waiting for the break of this channel. So because everything inside this channel is just consolidation, right? It's just consolidation. And let me tell you something. This consolidation looks really nice for Nvidia. This looks really nice because it's holding this 171. It's actually creating a higher low. So what are we expecting here? Break of this channel here, break of this channel here, and then create a higher high, right? So that's what we do. I mean, the market cycle, it's consolidation, expansion, right? So we look for the expansion market cycle for trying to identify an intraday play, right? Okay, so that was Nvidia. I know you guys want to see Apple here. I was watching this. You know I'm not trading Apple. You know I'm not trading Apple. Not even they giving away a few laptops and new iPhones. And what was the name of the lenses, the visor, the Apple lenses, or do you remember the name of that? Vision Pro. Yeah, the I was kind of excited about that, but it never launched, right? I mean, it was expensive. You know what? I remember one day I was I was on my living room and I was like just letting my mind to fly, and I was like, oh well, I can imagine me with my Vision Pro here and moving my charts with my fingers like this, and like everything I was thinking on the Vision Pro was uh like something with charts, and like, oh okay, do you think Webull is gonna have an interface for this? So I was thinking everything about trading, but well, so this was a very nice break, this placement and retest of this 214. This 214, let me show you here. This 214, it's a multiple touches on the daily chart. Can you see this 214? This is actually a strong key level, right? This is actually a strong key level because this is support, support to resistance. So until we don't break with momentum, this 214, it's just not gonna happen. And I think it was today. I really was thinking it was today, but well, this didn't work. And it just came back to consolidate. Can you see? This is why you never trust Apple. This is why you never trust Apple. Sina, you were very aggressive on Apple today. Closing of 938. Yeah. Well, look at this. I mean, this is the circle. Again, I was watching Apple, and Sina, you are one of the you are one of the few that request Apple. So you are one of the few why I'm just keep watching Apple. This is for you guys. So I was watching this. I actually like it. This was the break and immediate retest of the 5-minute opening range, pre-market high, 213 as a key level. I mean, it's a round number, psych number. So I was watching this 938, exactly the same candle than Cena, and but I will never take that early trade on a Monday, and especially not on Apple, right? But if you took this one here, you were aiming to maybe 215, Sina. What? Talk to me. What was your play right here? Maybe your stop loss below this 5-minute opening range. You were aiming to 215 right here. It was a 1 to 2.4. Dawn, you were also close to 15. Look at this. Yeah, guys, we are connected. We are synchronized. this was a very nice. This was a very nice trade. And also, once you broke 214 and hit 215, actually, well, no, it didn't reach 216. But look at this. Once you break this, your stop loss should be on profit, like maybe to here 214, right? So if you close on the break of this 214, that was an range bound, yeah. So that was a very nice trade management, Sina. So where you closed your whole position there, 215. Balls had so much belief in that Apple 214 level for today. What a disappointment, my friend. Don't trust Apple. This is not financial advice. You can do whatever you want. Just three cons, all right. That was the balls. That was the play. That was the play. It just, it's Apple. It's always so confusing. It's always so treason. Sven, you took Apple 10 in the morning, right here. Yeah, well, this is the trade that I had here, but it failed. I mean, you were looking for high of the day. This was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. Your stop was very clear below this 214. Yeah, 10-12. Yeah, so this was kind of break even, right, Sven? 10-21. Yeah, this was a very small trade for you. I know. Andrew, hi all. Yeah, two cons on Apple today as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, guys, I know Apple. It's sometimes very clear on the technicals. It just, I mean, it doesn't have any correlation with anything. With anything. I mean, it doesn't follow the indices. It doesn't follow QQQ. Sometimes it's actually doing the exact opposite to the indices. So yeah, well, that for me, Apple, it's not it's not a good one. It's not a good one for. Okay, so I'm done with the names that I was watching. Orlando asked for Google. Google with an L or without it. He said Orlando 1221. 1221. What was your play, Orlando? You took calls, you took puts, you were looking for this 5 minute opening range high, bounce or rejection. What was your stop loss, your targets? Can you share that? It was call. You said 1221. So calls 1221. Here. Stop. This one here. 188. Why? Look at this was a very nice trade. I mean, I don't like it at all, but this was a very nice trade. I mean, if at least if you were looking for this 189.50 or something like that. No drawdown here, not that single relevant red candle here. This was nice. It's too late on the day for me. And also look at this. I mean, we already got this liquidity here of the 5 minute opening range. So I don't know. I would like, like the break and retest of this, or maybe take the trade something like here and like try my risk, something like this. Yeah, like, okay, well, now we are creating a higher high, so I can enter here, because if not, I mean, you actually got all of the liquidity right here, so this might come down very easily. All right. Don't you took the same thing down at the same spot there, and you took it off previous day high. Well, previous day high was right here, 186.42. Pre-market? No. Oh, I don't know. All right. So, guys, I'm done with the names. Would you like to take a look to something specific? I did. This was a beauty. This was a beauty. And you should be looking for 566. Look at this. 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Maybe I will say 565. 1 to 3 in a few candles. Yeah, this was very nice. This was very nice, look. And actually, can you see here? You actually had several opportunities with QQQ. So this is the break, displacement retest of this high of the day. So if you were looking for a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade, look at this. Just to 566 right here. Just to 566 right here. 1 to 3.5. Look at this. This was a nice. The only thing with QQQ, it's again, guys, I mean, you need to know how to play the indices, right? Especially if you are playing same day expiration, you need to know how to play this, all right? Rael, you took 939. Come on, guys, you are killing me. 939. Break, displacement, retest, pre-market high. That was dope. That was dope. That was a very nice. And you closed 1013. Oh, come on. Super nice trade, Rael. Super nice trade. Congratulations about this. Congratulations. Let me just take a look to this. So probably your risk was at the bottom of this candle here. And you said 10, 13. 10, 13 here. Oof. 1 to 6.6. Look at this. Your previous day high, it's 563, 33. No, I have 564.73. I don't know why. Oh, something is going on with my mouse. Okay, all right. Previous day high, 564.72. Where do you have that look? On your broker or your trading view? Felipe, Microsoft. Let's take a look. All right. Oh, give me 1 second. Microsoft here. 1024 Microsoft 1024 Microsoft. You were watching these retests of 511 daily chart, previous day high versus LTF seems a bit off on indices today. LTF? What? Lower time frames. Okay. Uh, Pre-market high 563.33. Previous day high 564.73. Well, now I don't know. You're right. Well, so okay, so here. So this is QQQ. On the daily, it's 564.74. Okay, so we all are clear here. But on the 15-minute chart, it's actually this 573.33. Damn it. I don't know what's going on. Because can you see here? I mean, this is the previous day high, 564.73, and it's marking it at the previous week. You're right. I don't know what is this. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the developer to see if he knows what's going on. All right. So I'm sorry. Let me go back to this Microsoft thing. 1024. You were looking for this 511 pre-market high. Felipe, this is not pre-market high, Felipe. Now I'm confused. Okay, so Felipe, let's focus again. So you enter Microsoft 1024 right here, calls 1024 right here, calls. Your risk was at the bottom of this, and you were aiming for high of the day, something like this. Good. Well, this was a good one. This was a very good one. I don't know what this 512. There's strong rejection right here. Watch out for tomorrow. Done. Apple. No, come on, Don. We are done talking about Apple. So this is huge delay. This is huge delay. All right. Okay, guys. So I need to leave. As I told you, I have a session with the Traders Lab crew today later, and also not sure if you remember, but I told you my wife and daughters, they went into this Euro trip because the quinceañera. They were supposed to arrive yesterday, but they rescheduled for today. So I have the performance coaching session now, and then I will need to run to the airport. So I'm sorry, guys. Today I need to keep it like short, a short session. But I'll see you tomorrow if you are okay. Thank you very much, guys. Guys. I see new names right here. I see new names right here. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hey, Palma. No, I'm just the guy who's paying for everything. I'm not the chambelan. The chambelan is the guy who dances with the quinceañera, but no, I'm just the guy paying for everything. But it's my pleasure. That's my princess. All right, guys. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.